Hello. So this video is explained about graph of quadratic functions. So this demo lecture may be a little bit different from what I assigned to make the graph so that we can cover next class, but it will help you to understand how to draw the graph of quadratic function. So the first function we want to talk about fx equal to x squared. There are various ways to draw the graph, but one typical and the easier way to draw the graph is selecting few points or order pairs. So I'm gonna draw a table here and select maybe 5 random x value. Each one is best, so I'm gonna choose 0, -1, -2, and 1 and 2 here. So finding outcome. So all these x are input value. Finding output, a y value, which means you are plugging each x value into this function here. Therefore, we can say f -2 means now x is replaced -2. So become -2 squared. What is the -2 squared? Which is 4. So when x is -2, the outcome become 4. So let's do one more. What is the f -1? Then become -1 squared. Therefore, it becomes 1. If I do all the similar procedure when x equals 0, 1, and 2, you will get 0, 1, and 4. Let's plot those order pair on this plane graph. So -2 and 4, -1 and 1, 0 and 0, 1 and 1, 2 and 4. You connect all these order pair, then it's going to be graph of this function. So I'm gonna connect them for you. Something like this. Okay? Then let's think about another functions. So maybe gx equal to x minus 1 squared. I'm gonna choose similar value from fx function. I chose like a -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2, right? So I will choose similar value and then find the few order pair as well. So x and gx and -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, maybe one more 3. Okay. If I do similar procedure, then I can say g -2, which means -2 minus 1 squared, which is -3 squared equal to 9, right? So I can say -2 outcome become 9. What about -1? Then -1 minus 1 squared, so become -2 squared equal to 4, right? So same way, if you do similar procedure for every other x value, then it come out 1, 0, 1, and 4. So let's input those order pair on the plane graph. Unfortunately, I don't have y value 9, so I cannot plot this point on this plane graph. Sorry, its y scale is too small. It doesn't reach until 9. But I can plot between here. So -1 and 4. and 0 and 1, 1 and 0, 2 and 1, and 3 and 4. So let's connect this point. Then graph becomes like this. Okay? So look at the GeoGebra here. So first of all, fx equal to x squared is this one, and then gx x minus 1 squared is this one. Do you see some difference here? So let me display both graphs on the same plain graph paper. Green one shows that the parent function y equal to x squared. Orange one shows that gx equal to x minus 1 squared. So what do you see here? If you look carefully, and then maybe it can be obvious. So the vertex point, it was 0 and 0 before, but now it's moving on to 1 and 0. And then our working here too. Before, we have 0 and 0 here, but now output 0 value become 1 and 0 here. So based on this truth, we can say difference between fx and gx. So gx is shift fx 1 unit to the right. Let's review again. The green graph shifted 1 unit to the right. We move to 1 unit to the right here, right? Therefore, gx is shift fx 1 unit to the right. Okay? Then what about if I give you hx x plus 1 square? Can you conjecture this result? If you conjecture, this means fx 1 unit to the left. That is correct. So let's see on the GeoGebra. So I'm gonna make another function hx equal to x plus 1 square. To make it looks easier, I'm gonna turn off gx function. Then now you see green one is x square function. Purple one is x plus 1 function. So as you see, it moved to 1 unit to the left, right? Okay. So now conclusion. Based on given fx equal to x squared, if any function is given, such as gx equal to maybe x minus b squared, then you can say fx moving toward b unit to the right. And then if I give you hx equal to x plus b squared, the same thing, fx b unit to the left. That's what we can conclude. So I just have showed a few examples. What if I switch? So turn off this one, and the gx value, this become maybe -3. Then can you conjecture? Yes. fx move 3 units to the right. So let me show that. And then turn it on. Then before it was 0 and 0. Now we're moving 1, 2, 3. unit to the right. Okay, turn off the gx and then go back to hx here. I'm gonna make this is maybe +4. Then you can conjecture already in moving 4 unit to the left. Let me turn it on this one. Then you will see this. See? Before it was 0 and 0. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 unit to the left. Okay, so I will continue from the for the next video.